Hi, this is MJ and Paul from BLG 18. And again, we're continuing our series on alternative health. And today we're very fortunate to have Dr. Tracey Diner. She goes by Dr. Tracey, and she has a website, and we'll be putting that up on the film for her, right, on the thing. Yeah. And all right, explain to me your medium you use.
Well, first off, I'm a wellness doctor, chiropractor.
Right.
Doing more, I say wellness doctor because I've done a lot more than just as a chiropractor. I'm an applied kinesiology specialist. I'm a cranial specialist. I have been an Olympic athlete doctor. So there's a lot of things in sports teams. So I was in California for most of my career, more than 25 years at this point. And so I have a lot of tricks in my, up my sleeve, and I have a lot of knowledge to share. And I created another company called Magnetude Jewelry. I retired out of chiropractic in my clinic in LA. And I've come back into working because electrical magnetic fields, that is my mission in life, to educate people what these are. Because they are
finally somebody using science.
No, I think it's when I found out who this she's here. So we got to talk to this lady.
No, it's all about science. This is not, and I have a big thing. This is not my opinion. I just spend a ton of time in research. And if you go to my website, I have painstakingly highlighted all of the research from around the world on what electrical magnetic fields do to our body, and so then I was also looking for a solution, because as a wellness doctor, you want to handle people physically, chemically, and emotionally. If you handle those areas, you're a healthy person. Well, electrical health was not being addressed, and I started to do research over 10 years ago when we only had 4G before 5G got here, because 4G was too strong. What's happening is electrical magnetic fields. We're electric, right?
Yeah.
Your heart, your brain, your cell membrane, everything about you is electric. And so we're susceptible to the EMFs that are around us. And the latest research shows that what it affects the most is our mitochondria. And I always ask people, who remembers in science class what the mitochondria is, right? Everybody has one answer. Powerhouse of the cell, right? So it gives the energy for your body to function, and it is the most susceptible, which means our energy at the cellular level is being diminished, which means also that we don't regenerate, we don't grow, we don't heal as well as we did, because we are being bombarded by 5G now as towers everywhere. You have no say-so in this country. There are countries not allowing 5G because it's so unhealthy. Our country, unfortunately, has allowed it. Because I don't know, we want driverless cars. I don't want a driverless car. I want my health. Right?
I like that.
Yes. So I came up with a solution. I looked for a bunch of things that could counteract the energy being taken away at that cellular level. And of all the things that I found, the one thing was this special magnet that I have made. This is a 4,000 Gauss magnet. There's no magnet strong enough. Because we're electric, our heart, our brain, our cell membranes, everything about us is electric. When you put a magnet in an energy field, which is you, it increases your electrical energy. So it's like putting gasoline back in your tank that is being stolen by everything around you. And so we went to work to create a jewelry for men, women, children, and dogs, because they live on the planet. If you live on the planet, you're exposed.
Yes.
You can't get off the planet.
Yes, you can't.
Right?
No.
So we were being exposed, and it is a carcinogen of our lifetime, probably like smoking was in the 50s and 60s.
Sure.
Thought it was really cool until people got exposed to it for years, and we're like, oh crap, it causes all the problems. Well, that's what is happening with these electrical magnetic fields around us. So if you can go to my website, I have tons and tons of research.
Which we can.
Yeah.
And we'll list that. And we will list
so
that.
as a matter of fact, it's probably crawling across the screen now.
Because what he does, we added everything, and then we add all that stuff to it.
It'll be on the screen.
Okay, great. So Magnetude Jewelry is what I created.
Okay.
So because we made it interchangeable, because we want you wearing it all the time. Now, maybe as men, you might not interchange and match all your outfits, but women do.
Right.
And dogs don't, so we have tags for them. And children, we have interchangeable because they find it fun. Children are extremely susceptible, and pregnant women are the most susceptible. So we created actually a children's line. And so that they can't swallow the magnets. It's not interchangeable. It stays on the bracelet. So that has been my mission in life, is to help people counteract and help their electrical.
All right, doctor, how are you going to get out, though?
How am I going to get out?
How do you get it out to the public?
That's why I'm sitting here. It's not an easy. Yes, I mean I have social media that's out there. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. I don't think we're on TikTok.
Maybe.
And I have a marketing team that helps get that out.
So
but
what we're going to ask you to do is once we do this, till we send it to you, we expect you to what you want to do is just send it out to all your followers.
Yeah.
That way you can send it out to the followers too, and that'll expand the number of people that are
Yeah,
seeing it.
doing mailing, and like we do events, so we
Yeah.
start to gather.
Right.
How many events do you do?
We're doing one almost 3 times a month, all
So
over.
is there any way you can give a list of those? Because we'd like to post them.
On our website. I appreciate it.
All
Yeah.
right, so we're
Well,
going to have
she
to...
can give us a post to the link to the
Yeah,
website.
and we can
post
link it to the people where we
Yeah,
can
as a matter
find
of
the
fact, I had
customers.
a customer who's shopping right now who said, "Oh, I saw that you were going to be here from your website."
Perfect.
Oh,
That's what you
and
That's
want.
great.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Great. Okay.
I got to tell you, I think, and I like the way Judy said that we talked to her earlier, is that it's time to mainstream this stuff.
It's not an easy thing to do.
I know because
You have
because
to have
people.
big dollars to do that.
Yeah, but it's not only that, but people think of this stuff as
That's what. Yes, that's why I say this is science. This is not my
Right.
opinion.
Right.
There is science all over the world on this.
My
See, and
Uncle Joe. This was
Uncle Joe.
40
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago. Was a golf pro, and his back used to bother him. He bought a bed of magnets he slept in,
Yeah.
and he swore that helped his back.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, as a
And
matter
that
of
was how long ago was that?
well, magnets have been around. Particularly, they're from Japan. That a lot of the research originally was from Japan, and they did create a company called Nikon, and they had mattresses for that. They're kind of changed their model. They're not here as much, but I am actually in the process. It is in development, not development. It's actually in production right now.
Okay.
A back wrap that has 20 of my most powerful magnets for people, because as a chiropractor, I want people that have back pain. I don't want them to take drugs. I don't want to have surgery
Right.
if possible.
That's right.
So
That's
it is a
right.
very thin thing. You could actually play golf with it. I've treated lots of golfers in my time.
That's interesting.
I made it thin and small so that you can actually, because golfing is one of the hardest things in your back. Bend, twist,
Absolutely.
and lift, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this actually helps with
Is it on your
decreasing gain.
site? Is it on your site?
It's not there yet. It's
Come
about
on.
6 weeks away.
That's killing me.
She's still in.
It's in production right now.
It's
It's
Come on,
being
I'm playing
produced.
Monday. I need
She's
help.
running. She's running her final test. Give her a minute.
It's being produced. I also have wraps. So these wraps
Okay.
actually have up 6 of my most powerful magnets too,
Okay.
for pain in the wrist, knee, elbow, anything like that. So that
I could try that on my knee. I don't have
Yes.
pain so much as the arthritis.
yes.
It's just.
Well, we all get it as we age, right?
Yeah,
And
well.
we don't want to take medication all the time. So
No, I
this
don't.
is as strong as an NSAID aspirin
Okay.
with
Okay.
no negative side effects.
Okay. Now, any of you who've been watching enough know that I was a satellite communication engineer. So I know all about microwave and
Yes.
and all the stuff. And when you go back in the history, when my industry basically started in the late '60s, and when the microwave trucks where it came out of the roof and kind of did it right. That was at such a low frequency. That was two megahertz when it first started. Then it went to 2 gigahertz, and 2 gigahertz is this broad wave that just, you got to put out hundreds of watts of power, and it just blasts anything and everything in its sight.
Well, that's like 4G versus 5G.
Yeah, and people don't realize that when the phones first came out, the two at that time was 2G, but and then 3G came. It went like this. It went in all kinds of directions till people started getting tumors.
Well, right
where the
now
phone was.
I have 3 close friends of mine who have brain cancer now.
Oh yeah, and don't think it can't happen, because it can very easily happen.
The number one cause of death
Mhm.
in children under the age of 10 in the last 10 years, brain cancer. And what are they doing? They're playing with tablets,
Yeah.
phones, they're being
Yeah.
bombarded
Yeah.
all around us.
Yeah.
5G is a different wavelength than
Right.
4G. 5G is a shorter wavelength.
Right.
And it's 20 times stronger. So what happens is it has to be closer to us for us to work.
Right.
So that is another huge issue.
Right. Yeah. And the only reason you're using 5G is because the bandwidth allows you to
You
put
can
so
listen
much
to her all
data
day long, you know
information.
that?
Yeah. No kidding.
I have a lot of
All day
knowledge.
long.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
like,
No kidding.
We haven't talked about pain and inflammation, because
Yeah.
we can go there, because that's what I've spent my life
Yeah,
helping people
right,
with.
right.
And these magnets
Right.
also help with that.
See now, I can. All right, funny story. Not really funny, but it's a story. So I'm covering the war in Kosovo, and we set up a C-band, which is 2 gig. Dish is it's 8 feet in diameter, and so we're transmitting at about 600 watts going out. And somebody put a hot dog on a stick.
Oh my God.
And if you ever see a satellite dish, there's a feed horn that
Yeah.
sits
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here, right?
yeah.
And it hits and then it disperses. He put it between the dish and the feed horn. 18 seconds later, the hot dog exploded.
Wow.
Exploded. Just boom, because it cooks so hard and so powerfully. And even though when it hits the dish and disperses, technically it goes down to a level that's, okay for us. It's not okay for us.
I often say, if you could see what's flying through the air,
you would, right. You can. You
oh my God,
you don't
would.
taste, touch, or smell EMFs.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
That's right.
So that's why people like me, there aren't very many of me right now speaking out about this.
Unfortunately, because of other reasons, I was in a car accident, but because of that, I ended up having open heart surgery when I was 31.
Oh, wow.
So I remember coming home, and in my kitchen, because they put staples in, I was feeling funny. She was using the microwave. And we come to find out the microwave was leaking.
Oh,
and that's how you found out.
That's how I found out it was leaking. So I had to go in the other room.
Oh, my goodness.
I said, well, I can make a living doing this. I go to everybody's house.
Everybody's house.
Microwave detector.
Give me $20. I'll stand in front of your microwave.
But you see, that tells you, we don't know what's going through the air.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they won't tell you. That's the problem.
The telecommunications industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, just like the pharmaceutical industry, and you can't fight them. If they want to put a 5G tower in your backyard, they can.
They can.
Yeah, they can.
When you hold this thing up to your ear like this,
which you should never do.
Technically, 5G is going. In theory, it's going this way. But of course, it's going this way. And even though they have it shielded, it's still going this way.
And so if you do an MRI or a CAT scan of a brain that's been on someone who's been on a phone, you'll see a whole heat distribution from the heat. But it's not just the heat. That's what they were checking. It is all the other things we're talking about.
So we are going to cut this off, but we'd like to down the road have another talk with you.
Yeah, because actually, I was listening to Dr. Jen's podcast, and Dr. Jen had a guy on a little while ago who talked about EMFs and the effects that it has. And I think he's kind of on the same wavelength. Had to get that one in. Sorry, John. That's a private joke.
Yeah. So I will leave with distance is your friend. Okay. So I'm about to explain to people what you can do. I actually have a YouTube channel. It's 5G, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, Dr. Tracey Diner. But if you listen to 5G, the good, the bad, the ugly, I go into detail of what's causing it, where it's coming from, what you can do to counteract it. Distance is your friend. Never hold a phone up to your ear. That's one of the issues. My biggest things, the little iPods, or iPad, what are they called? The white
earbuds.
thing, the earbuds. Thank you. The earbuds are nonstop sending a signal to the phone, back to your ear, back to signal to the phone, back. So you're nonstop electrical magnetic fields in your brain. And the other thing I see very good, you guys aren't wearing it, are iWatch. That is constantly sending a signal, electrical magnetic fields into your body, nonstop, carcinogens. It's something you can easily get rid of. So old school.
Old school.
Old school.
So
I have a dumb home. I don't have a smart home. I'm very proud of that. I don't need my refrigerator talking to my cell phone. I always say, what is it, lonely?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, refrigerator, where have you been?
Yeah. What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? But you don't need to do that. So minimizing is also a very easy thing to do.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Because
you're a fascinating lady.
Yes, she is.
Thank you.
Yes,
you really are.
Yes, she is.
I appreciate that.
Well, I want to talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
First of all, you have any idea what it's like to talk to somebody who did what I did for 40 years? This is fun. Okay?
No, I think she was great.
I mean, you don't think this little wireless mic is not putting out a frequency that I shouldn't have too close to me?
Yeah, but not compared to 5G.
Oh, absolutely. No, 5G is the worst thing they've ever invented.
And they're supposedly going to be coming up with 6G at some point. If the powers that be, who want you to have driverless cars, and we won't say we know who that is. Doesn't give a crap about our health. And they're creating billions of dollars on the back of our health.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
This is going to be awesome when we launch this podcast. I can't imagine the responses we're going to get like this. This is
you're welcome.
And it's about time.
Send them to my website.
And that's why we decided to we made it. It was really about golf and business, but after we talked to Johnny Angel, I don't know if you know Johnny Angel, but he's a Reiki master. But we talked to him. I says, you know something? There's something we got to do that. And then we decided we're going to change our focus and talk about this kind of
integrated medicine.
Medicine. Yes. And I still think it's the best thing because we're getting it out there. We have to get it out.
Of course.
Yeah, there's there's not enough of it. I mean, I've been doing this for actually 30 years.
Wow.
So fighting the good fight for a very long time.
It's a long fighting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm a little
so-
tired.
Yeah. I
But
guess.
this is my new fight that is, it's
Well,
worth
hopefully-
me coming out of retirement to do.
Okay.
Hopefully they're waiting for you. They're waiting outside.
I
Right.
don't know. We'll see.
That's
Well,
11 o'clock,
yeah.
almost
Oh,
11.
I gotta grab my computer.
Yes, you do.
and-
Okay.
I have a little presentation, but
Great.
this is a small event, so
Yeah.
I might just talk to the few people
Okay.
that are there.
Great.
Thanks
name
again,
again?
sweetheart. John. I'm John.
John?
Medenti.
Okay,
Yeah, here.
and
Paul.
Paul.
Let me give
Okay.
you my card.
Yes,
If you ever
thank
want
you.
to contact me for anything or Paul.
Thank you.
Yep.
I gotta find
Okay.
it here. Here we go.
So join us next week. We'll have another wonderful guest.
Yeah.
Thanks,
she's
everyone.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.